America. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's real rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The mind to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red Doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend homie. Chopped it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but didn't take a sin. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God it in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman and that's by dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bear in mind the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind.
It's week 17 in the National Football League with the Texans and 49ers square. San Francisco leads the series 3-1, and they'll go for another one over Houston next.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. And here comes a return. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Well, that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You know, you force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is Tavierre Thomas. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And they'll begin by running the option. Muscles him off. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. but I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Kaepernick. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Staying on his feet. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So here are the 49ers and their offense in great field position already. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall pick in April's draft, the rookie from North Dakota State, Trey Lance. Meanwhile, Lance's throw caught here by Metcalf. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Lance now to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. He tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. Elijah Mitchell. His 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. He's got his tight end over the middle. That's Firkser. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, it's Mack. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now Mack. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
From the gun on third down, Kaepernick. Mack's got the first down and then some. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Throwing now is Kaepernick. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Javon Kinlaw able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Kaepernick. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite.
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returning it, John Ross. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here we go. Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Mitchell. And he's got this down to the 35. Not a running back's a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mitchell again. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get it.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Kaepernick to throw again. He's got the tight end Firkser right side complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Eric Armstead in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Kaepernick to throw. And it's incomplete.
You definitely would like to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Dumps this one off to Mack. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flipping over to the other side, the offense, they'll hope to cash it out. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And Lance's throw there into the hands of Ross. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Lance. Going deep downfield for Ross. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt, they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
Handoff, now Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. Gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had found 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. A final shot before half for Lance. Looking for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. DK Metcalf as time expires in the first half. And the Niners would extend their lead here just before halftime. Now Gold for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle. And in the late stages of the first half, it's the Lions who are out in front. Jared Goff with 3 touchdowns.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And now here's Ross. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about it.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for the Niners. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Mitchell. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's the... And this time he is in. Elijah Mitchell with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Let's see now what Colin Kaepernick has been up to so far in this game. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure... The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just...
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. And the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. That's complete to his tight end, Firkser. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
The coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up fourth down.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they knock that deficit down from 29 to 26. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
And now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they...
And the ball is knocked out. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again here with Mack. And bulldozing his way through. And down inside the 15 he goes. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw, Kaepernick. He dumps this off to Mack. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Come on now.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
91.
They'll run here with Mack. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Another day, another dollar, baby.
Royce Freeman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
Texans 16.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Ross to return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On third down, it's Mitchell. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. They'll try the left side. Mitchell. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. The Niners on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Personal foul.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Kaepernick. Flush to his... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. His throw incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. Out trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Kaepernick going to throw. And it's caught. That catch good for only a couple.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on 1st and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. It's just not able to get loose after the catch.
Mack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell, and he's got room. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 62 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 1st down, it's Mitchell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. On 2nd down now, it's Mitchell. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 2nd down, it's Mitchell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. On play action, Lance. And this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And that is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this Texans defense stands tall. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got it to Williams. Fights through, and now a crease. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So the victory here for San Francisco and this coaching staff, CDI.